Welcome back, dental assistants, to Lecture 5, Human Dentition. This is where we will learn all the different types of teeth. So humans are omnivorous, which means we eat both meat and plants. To accommodate this specialized diet, human teeth are designed for grinding as well as shearing and incising. The first type of teeth are called incisors, and these are located in the front of the mouth and designed to cut food. These are single-rooted teeth. Canines, also known as cuspids, are also single-rooted and located at the corner of the arch. They are designed for tearing and cutting food. These teeth are the most stable teeth in the mouth, the last to be lost, and have the longest root of all human teeth. Premolars, also known as bicuspids, these teeth have somewhat broad surface for grinding food and have cusps for grasping and tearing food. Molars are the teeth that have more cusps than the other teeth. They have broad and short cusps, which translate into a wider chewing surface that is used for grinding hard masses of food. The dental arches. The teeth are arranged in two arches, the maxillary and mandibular. Each arch contains the same types of teeth and has the same number of teeth on each arch. The mandibular arch is the lower arch, and it is movable. It contains teeth number 17 through 32. The maxillary arch is the upper arch, and it is not capable of movement as it is fixed to the skull. It includes teeth number 1 through 16. Occlusion is the relationship between the maxillary and mandibular teeth during contact. Quadrants and sextants. The different ways the arches are divided are called quadrants and sextants. The midline is an imaginary line that divides each arch into mirrored halves. Quadrants divide each arch into two halves to create 4 quadrants. The maxillary right quadrant, which is teeth number 1 through 8, the maxillary left quadrant, teeth 9 through 16, the mandibular left quadrant, teeth 17 through 24, and the mandibular right quadrant, teeth 25 through 32. Anterior versus posterior teeth. Anterior means towards the front, and it includes the incisors and canines and are the ones visible when we smile. The posterior means towards the back, away from the midline, and includes the premolars and molars. Now let's discuss some tooth surfaces. The facial surfaces refers to the areas closest to the face. The labial surfaces are the facial surfaces of anterior teeth closest to the lips. Buccal surface are the facial surface of posterior teeth closest to the cheeks. Masticatory surfaces are the chewing surfaces. Incisal is the chewing surface on the anterior teeth. Occlusal is the chewing surface on the posterior teeth. Lingual surface is the surface closest to the tongue. Mesial surface is the closest to the midline. Distal surface is furthest from the midline. Proximal surface is the surface of a tooth facing the adjacent tooth. Interproximal space is the area between adjacent teeth surfaces. And the division of the tooth is usually into thirds. The root of the tooth, the apical third closest to the apex of the tooth, middle third, and cervical third, which is the closest to the cervix or neck of the tooth. Now, let's discuss further the tooth numbers. Adult dentition usually has 32 teeth. The primary or deciduous dentition has 20 teeth and is labeled with letters A through T. There are no premolars or third molars in the deciduous dentition.